Good morning. This is Mike Ghouse with the Center for Pluralism, and today's program is about Christian and Muslim persecution. You may wonder why not others? Indeed, the Center for Pluralism has stood up for everyone from atheist, Baha'i, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Jain, Jewish, Sikh, Wicca, pagans, Native Americans, and Zoroastrians. Everyone in between, including the LGBTQ community. We've done some work for each one of them. Indeed, the book will be out called Standing Up for Others. It's been in writing for several years. So these phobias in India, let me talk about a little bit about India. In India, not all, most Hindus, most Muslims, most Christians are taught a good history of India, of respecting the others, living with each other, celebrating festivals, commemorating deaths in the family. They're all together. They don't look to you as a Hindu or Muslim. They look to you as a friend, a family member. That's what a majority of us Indians are, or Americans here in my case are. A tiny majority, a tiny group from the majority are taught differently. In India, they're taught Veer Savarkar, one of the bigoted men in history, his teachings against Muslims. Muslims are invaders. Muslims are not part of India. So are the Christians, should go back. These ideas, Indian Muslims didn't land from the moon or didn't go from Saudi Arabia. We were all the same folks, same Indians. We choose different faiths. Majority of the Hindus, majority of the Muslims don't have the problem. But sadly, the current government is inflaming those passions of divisions. Our Prime Minister Modi, very sad. If he goes on the media and the TV and speaks up after each incident of lynching, killing, harassing, raping of the minorities, if he goes up on the national TV and says, fellow Indians, Deshwasiyo, I will not tolerate any Indian harassing, killing, chasing other Indian. I'm Prime Minister for all Indians. If anybody does that wrong, I'll make sure they're punished to the extent of law. And nobody is going to go scot-free. They're going to pay for it. That's all Modi has to do. Will he do it? He has not proven that. I don't know if he's going to do it, but I hope he gets some common sense. He's running a country that needs to be safe and secure for every Indian, not for the purpose of religion. He doesn't have to do a favor to Christians, Muslims, and Dalits. He has to do a favor to Hindus, not Hindus, his brand of Hindus, Hindutva we call them. He needs to think about them. He's betraying them. Those few Hindus who believe in him, follow him, in the long run, they are going to pay for it. Nobody's paying for it. If the religious institutions in America name India as a country of concern, the flow of foreign investment will stop. For Americans, it is a benefit to befriend India as a bulwark against China and Russia's influence. When India goes towards fascism, that is dictatorship, where only one man dictates the whole nation, there is no consensus, there is no opposition, there is a lack of democracy. You can't speak out against as a media person, you will be named, you are branded. These are all the signs of fascism. When that is growing, U.S. interests would be lost. It is not a democracy anymore, or the American people will pull back. Whose loss is it? The Mittals and all these people who are enjoying the business prosperity, and all the Indian boys and girls who are seeing prosperity in the last 20 years because of the information technology, the business that America gives them, the world gives them, will stop flowing. The American companies are very conscientious about human rights. If India violates those human rights, not India, if the government violates those human rights, does not protect its citizens, no matter what citizen, this country, these companies will pull out of it. So many millions of Indians who are seeing the prosperity will lose their jobs. When they lose the jobs, they're going to have difficult times. The whole economy will collapse, and everyone in India will suffer. They need to think, they need to have this wisdom. The good, you cannot have good for yourselves. All people around have to have that good for you to have that sustainable good. I hope Mr. Modi and some of his followers understand beating Muslims up will not put the food on your table. Harassing Christians will not bring clothes to your children. Depriving Dalits, raping the Dalit women, and feeling entitled to their women does not take you in the long run. Long run stability, sustainability of India is based on being equitability, justice, treatment of all. The persecution that's going on against the the moderate Hindus, atheists, Muslims, Christians, has got to stop. If it doesn't stop, every Indian stands to lose. And same thing goes here in America. If Mr. Trump doesn't take these steps, if he just learns to stop speaking nonsense, words that cause animosity between two people, America is a great country. It will be great if he learns to shut up and not say those words that make it difficult for people. American Muslims are apprehensive. The Jews are apprehensive. The Hindus are apprehensive. The minorities are apprehensive. The blacks have always been apprehensive. You know what? He is downgrading the productivity of America. If a Muslim is not apprehensive, Jewish is not apprehensive, a black person and Hindu is not apprehensive, they are free, they feel free, they are not worried about the harassments, they'll be more productive. Our GNP will grow, our GDP will grow, we'll be a much better nation, we'll be happy people. You know how happiness multiplies? When you go down walking on the street, if a woman falls or a child falls in a pool, it doesn't matter whether it is black, white, Muslim, Hindu, you jump to save the life and you gloat. From left to right, you laugh, you feel good about it. Good things always bring happiness. Bad things, hating someone, having jealous of someone, but denigrating someone does not bring you happiness. Mr. Trump needs to know that. Mr. Modi needs to know that. And we have to work together. They are not our enemies. They are misinformed people. As Jesus had called on his last day, they know not. They know not. We need to take time to sit down with Modi and Trump, let them know that we are all in this together. If you all subscribe to the constitutions, nobody's life is insecure. The fear that you are creating among Hindus, not Hindus, the few Hindus of your brand Hindus, your brand of Americans, not all Americans, the fear you are creating in them, making it their life miserable and difficult. They're afraid of everybody else. Why? We need to remove this fear. And as minorities, meaning those people who don't have the power, that includes women. Women are not a minority that have the population. We all need to sit down, have a dialogue, a serious dialogue. Ask the Hindutva people, the people that support Trump, what is your fear? Why are you afraid? Do you think Muslims, Christians, Jews, and others are going to flip you? If you heard those false things, they are false. There are people who are poisoning you, making your life miserable. Ask those people, where did they get that nonsense from? Sit down with the right people. Sit down with a Muslim, a Jew, a Christian, Hindu. Talk to them firsthand. All of us are good people. We are poisoned by these damn politicians for their gain. They don't give a shit about you. Hindus, Hindutva, the Americans who are lost, They don't give a shit about you. They'll walk away no matter what happens to you. But you need to care about yourselves. You need to be selfish. And being selfish is finding the truth and releasing yourselves from this nonsense. Live freely. Find the truth on your own. Nobody's against anybody. You have to learn to be on your own. Friends, that's my 15 minutes time. It's up. Now we'll get our other speakers talk about the Hindu and the Muslim and Christian persecution around the world. And we do programs on persecution of all people, with exception of none, in our Holocaust and genocide program that we've been doing for last 14 years. Each event carries anchor event as Holocaust, 2 genocides around the world, and a massacre. We hope to cover everyone. Nobody is excluded. We stand for all humanity with bias towards none, with prejudice towards none. You do that. You'll be a happy person. You'll be happy to work with people of different faiths, races, and ethnicities. You'll be happy to go home with your family and enjoy the full time. Get rid of the prejudice. Don't listen to the damn politicians. They create your life to be miserable. Thank you very much. Now it's turn for other people to speak. God bless you. God bless America. God bless India. And God bless whole world and humanity. Thank you very much. I am Mike Ghouse with the Center for Pluralism. Visit the website centerforpluralism.com and learn all about what we do. We do it for all. Thank you.